Right, so the first card you've got for your past is this King of Cups. All right, so before I talk about that, just looking over this whole reading, this whole spread here, this is full of action, so much action. You've got all these wands everywhere. Something big's coming up for you. I think something's coming up where you're going to have to act. You're going to have to make a decision. You're going to be forced to act on something. I'm getting that. You know, you've got red and yellow everywhere. That's the dominant colour, or they're the dominant colours, I should say, all over this. Really standing out to me, this red and this yellow. So, yeah, red's passion. And action, obviously. Yellow can be communication, talking, intellect. So there's lots of that coming up. Looks like there's a talk coming up for you and someone else, an important talk. You've got the Two of Wands right in the middle. That can be about being at a crossroads, big decisions, all that kind of thing. So I think that's what's going to come up. There's a talk and there's a big decision that's coming up for you at some time. This is quite a big reading, and I think it's going to be forced. You're going to have to take some kind of action. That's the feeling I'm getting. But the other thing is, you know, with all this yellow that's here, yellow can be a coward's colour as well. It can be about being cowardly. And I think with this King of Cups, I'm getting love here, absolutely. But I think there are a lot of hidden emotions here, buried deep down. And I think you and someone else who you're involved with, a relationship, you both hid things from each other. Now, I'm not saying you're a coward, but there's this kind of, what I'm getting is it feels like they had this kind of force field around them. It's like an invisible force field. And I think you wanted to say things to them, but you couldn't quite do that because there was this force field there. It's like, I want to move forward. I want to tell you this. I want you to open up to me. There's a thing I want you to tell me. And I go to tell you, but there's this force field and I can't get any closer than that. That's what I'm getting. And then I kind of chicken out with that coward. Not saying you're a coward again, but it's like this force field was there and then it kind of forced you to move back. I don't know. It's very strange. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting with that. If you look at this king, he's sitting on his own island. Look at that. He's got this, you know, this stone he's sitting on that his throne's on, and it's tiny, tiny little island, and it fits him and his throne, and that's it. So no one else can fit on that island with him. So you couldn't get close to this person. It's almost like you didn't fit in with them. You didn't fit in with their life, and you wanted to. You kept on trying. That's what I'm getting. Yet when they let you get close to them, you could. Very, very unfair situation if that's the case. That's what I'm getting. Sometimes they'd let you, and then you'd get close to them. And then sometimes they wouldn't. Because if you look at this king again, he's got this red and blue. So it's kind of hot, cold, hot, cold. So sometimes they'd let you close, sometimes they wouldn't. Very, very unfair behaviour if that's you, if that happened to you. You know, you can't be half close to someone or half the time if you're in a relationship. You know, either you're in or you're out. So that's what I'm getting. And yeah, I'm getting a repeat cycle. It's like you go in and out, or you went in and out of this cycle with them. That's what I'm getting with this Eight of Pentacles. Because if you look at the Eight of Pentacles just under this, you know, this man's making these coins. But it's the same coin over and over again. So the same thing's happening over and over and over again. And I think that's how you felt with them. It's like, I'm trying to get close, now I'm not. You know, we're going through the same thing over and over again. Maybe you spoke about the same things over and over again. You had the same argument over and over and over again. Nothing changed, nothing happened. You went round and round in circles. That's what I'm getting there with those coins there. And yeah, this is what I'm getting. A bit of a promise to change. It's like, oh, I promise I'll change. I'll open up. I'll tell you what this thing is, because there's a specific thing I think you wanted them to talk about, and they wouldn't do that. With these cycles, it's like, you know, okay, it's time. I'm going to tell you this. And then when the time came, excuse me, it's like, okay, well, maybe we should move on now. You know, it's all in the past now. Let's not talk about this now. So it's like, yes, come close. I'm going to tell you this. And then you'd come close. It's like, oh no, that's all in the past now. Let's not talk about that now. And then when that happened, of course, you'd take a step back from the relationship and you say, well, I'm really upset. I'm really hurt. I'm taking a step back. You know, we keep on doing this over and over again. And then you'd take a step back and then they draw you back in again after that. So exhausting cycle, backwards and forwards and repetition. Nothing ever went anywhere. You just went round and round and round in circles. That's what I'm getting. And so yeah, with this Hermit here, right down the bottom here, I think now after all these steps you've taken forwards and backwards, it looks like now you've taken a big step back. You know, the Hermit's completely by himself. So I think you've taken a huge step back from this now, and you're just thinking, no, I just want to think about this. I don't know. I'm not ready to move away totally. There's still a little bit of love there. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, and I agree, there's more to come between you. I think there's a big conversation, or there's something like that coming up between you. There's some kind of conclusion that has to happen here. It has to go one way or the other, I'm getting. So I think that might be what's coming up in the middle there for you. But yeah, if you're going to have a conversation with them, if this is you, excuse me, yeah, take this time out first with this Hermit here. That's what this is telling you. Get your head clear first. And siren going past. So get your head clear first. Yeah, it really messes with my energy when I hear noises. Really, really does. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I have to say this for someone. I know I'm probably going to have cross-watchers after me, but I have to say this. It's your reading. It's not a cross-watcher's reading. It's your reading. I don't think they're going to change. Not now, anyway. They might change in the future. Sometimes people change. A lot of people say, oh, people can't change. I think most people can. Yeah, that they can if they want to. That's the key. Wanting to change. Yeah, from what I'm getting here, you've been stuck in this cycle for all this time, going round and around. And I think the thing you might have to ask yourself when you're getting this time out to yourself, do they have any reason to change? Do they want to change? Do they have a reason to change? Because each time they come back, you just accept them back without any change happening first, if that's you. So I'm not blaming you, because, you know, if you love someone, you want to be with them and you want them to change. Every time they say, I'm going to change, you hope it's going to change. It's like, oh, maybe this time's different. Maybe they've learned now. Maybe they're going to do this. Oh, it feels different this time. Oh, I've had a little breakthrough. But it hasn't changed each time, and it's not going to change until this cycle changes. Something has to change. And I think what you want them to talk about this. You want them to open up. You want a full relationship. You don't want half a relationship. That's what I'm getting here. So I think now, with this Hermit again, you've stepped away. So if that's you, use this time for reflection. And yeah, the important thing about reflection is reflecting on yourself, not just on the relationship. And, you know, of course you've got to think about that, but think more about yourself as an individual. You know, what do I want? I'm away from this now. So what do I want as an individual? Not just what do we want as a couple, not just what do I want from them, but what do I want in my life? What do I want my life to look like? How can I get to what I want? And when you think about them, think about whether they enhance what you want, whether they support what you want, or whether they take away from that. That's what you've got to think about. So yeah, lots of thinking to do. Yeah, take your time. Take your time with this. You know, you're your own person. And the thing is, you know, the universe brought you into this world on your own, and it's going to take you out on your own. I know that sounds horrible, but you've got to think of this on your own, for your own. Someone really needs to think about themselves and put themselves first here. That's what I'm getting. So, okay, I'm not going to say any more about this. I'm going to move on from this now, because I'm starting to get really bossy. I can feel myself getting really bossy, and, you know, yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Okay, right, so the first card you've got for your present is the Four of Wands. Yeah, amazing card. And that's why you need to focus on yourself. You've got some really big things coming up. Yeah, there's a big dream coming up. It's right on the horizon for you. It's kind of a dream. It's kind of something you used to do. I'm seeing something come back again, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. Before I do that, I've got something else in my head, and I don't want it to go out of my head. Someone needs to hear this. This is something else. I'll talk about this first. Yeah, it's important for someone to hear this. So Okay, I'm getting, yeah, it's really sad actually. I'm getting come home, please come home. Yeah, this is for someone you're missing. If this is you, yeah, they're always welcome in your home. You might have said that to me. You're always welcome in my home. Whether you go away, wherever you go, whatever happens, you're always welcome. There's always a home where I am with you, or for you, I should say. Yeah, they had a really dominant person around them, this person who's away from you at one time. Yeah, very difficult person, and they closed off. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. They couldn't be themselves because they had this very dominant, very domineering person around them. And you've got the Emperor right next to this as well on the right here. So, yeah, I don't know if this is your child, because I'm getting an older child, a grown-up child. It might not be that. It's definitely someone you're protective of, because there's an archway on this card, which is about protection. So, okay, the first thing I'm getting for them is they're safe. I just want you to know that. That's important for you to know that if that's you. And, okay, I don't know if you can do this because they're away from you right now. Yeah, I think if you make the first contact, if you can. If you can't do that, see if there's a way. See if there's a way you can do that. Some other way. You might be able to contact them through someone else or something like that. But if you can, try and make the first move toward this person. I think that'll be the start of them connecting again. Yeah, I want to say this. If you reach out, I don't think they'll get back to you right away. Actually, because there's a lot going on in their mind. Lots of distrust in there as well for some reason. They're distrusting of people. Someone broke their trust. Yeah, I'm getting that. But I think if you contact them fast and if you leave a message or whatever it is, it'll sow a little seed in their mind. And yeah, eventually they'll contact you. They'll get back to you again. I'm getting that. Yeah, a lot on their mind. It's a lot. I don't know if it's mental health problems. I don't know if it's something... yeah, something they're going through on their mind. Lots going around in their mind. I'm surprised the moon card's not here actually, but it's not. But yeah, so if you're imagining a scene like this when they come back to you, where everyone's celebrating, it's not going to be like that. You know, it's quite subdued when they come back. I'm getting that feeling, but it'll be a start. It'll be a start, and they will eventually come back. It's going to start small. When you contact them, they're going to contact you back. That's what I'm seeing. It's going to be a very small start, but it is going to happen. You are going to get back together again. I'm getting that. Yeah, I just want to say this as well. They love you. Yeah, there's rejection around them for some reason. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's really affecting them, but they do love you. So I really wanted to say that to you if that's you, because I'm really feeling that here. Okay, I'm just looking at the sequence all the way down the middle here. Yeah, there's a bit of nostalgia. Yeah, this is this dream. Okay, this is what I'm getting. It feels a bit nostalgic again for someone here. It's a bit specific, so just warning you. So okay, so yeah, looking back, nostalgia. I'm getting a place. So you're in a place at one time, if this is you, very far away from where you are now. And yeah, you think about this place a lot. You remember the time you were there, very happy time in your life when you're at this place. And you always look back on that time. You always look back on that time, maybe on a daily basis, every day. Oh, I remember being there. I remember being in that room and it was like this, and the sofa was like this, and the window was like this. You can remember it really clearly in your mind. That's where you were. And I think when you were at this place, there was an opportunity that came up for you. And I think it was like, oh, I can actually live here. If I get this, it might be a job or something like that. It might be that you're going to study there. I don't know. It's like, oh, if I get this, I can stay here. I can stay there. I might even be able to live here. I'd love to live here. This is where I want. This is the place that's for me. That's what I'm getting. And I think you had that opportunity and then it went away, or you missed out on this, or something happened. Big disappointment for you. So you're where you are now. I think it's okay where you are now, but you always think about this place if this is you. Yeah, this is a little bit strange, but I'll say this. I'm getting sounds at night. So it's like yeah, if this is you, it's like you're falling asleep or you're almost asleep, you weren't quite asleep, in bed, really comfortable, listening to these sounds. Very, very peaceful. I don't know what the sounds were, but you're listening to these things in bed and you're kind of thinking to yourself, this is where I want to be. I feel really at home here. I'm at peace here. I don't have any problems. I just feel really at peace. There's a lot of noise. I don't care. I don't care. I'm so happy here. So that's the kind of thing I'm getting. If that's you, right, so I'm getting something here. This is 1111, this Four of Wands here. There's something else coming up for you. It's linked to this place. So I think it might be an opportunity. It might be an opportunity where you can go back to this place. I have to say, it doesn't look permanent to me, but it looks like you can go back. If you get this thing, if you see what this thing is, you can go back for some time, to spend some time there. That might lead to more things. It might actually lead to you being able to live there, but at least it's a small thing, so you can go there for a short time with this opportunity that's coming up. And that's what the Four of Wands is. You know, the door's opening, 1111. One thing leads to another thing. The door opens, it leads to more doors, it leads to more doors. That's kind of what I'm getting there. So it's something about going back there to spend some time there. I think also you might have friends in this place, you might know people in this place, so you're going to really enjoy spending time with them. Now, there are a couple of warnings around this for some, I think it might be because of what's happening in the world maybe right now, you know, so I'm actually hearing people say, oh, I would go there right now. So it might be a place that's really affected by what's happening in the world. So I don't think that'd bother you. I really don't, because you feel so at home there, you probably don't care. You probably don't care if you have to wear 500 masks all over you. You just want to be in this place because it's home to you. That's how it feels. It feels like home to you. It's the only place you feel at home. I'm getting that really clearly for someone here. So yeah, keep your eyes open. The doors are opening for this to happen for you. Focus on yourself. I'm getting that again really clearly for someone. Focus on what you want. Try and get that. That'll get that manifestation up for you. Okay, I'm getting words here. So I think someone might tell you about this thing or something about that. If you're invited to things, say yes, because I think you need to be around people as often as you can to lead to this thing. Yes, someone's going to say something and it's going to lead to this. That's what I'm getting. And they've been to this place or they've lived at this place and they've got contacts there. And I think you're going to get into a conversation with someone if you let yourself go out. So please do that. You're going to get into a conversation and they're going, oh, I know that place, oh, blah, and you'll start talking and they'll say, okay, let's see what I can do for you. It's that kind of thing. So that's what I'm getting. But you're going to have to keep your eyes open for this. You're going to have to keep your ears open and be aware of this coming in. And so think about it more. Think about, you know, who you might see, who's going to be where. So think about all that. Now, I have to say this, it's some kind of work thing, I think. It feels like it is. Yeah, it's not a huge money opportunity, I have to say that. There's money in this, but it's not huge. So it might be that you have to take a pay cut. It might just be that you're there on a contract. It might be a side thing. It might be a fun thing with a little bit of money in there as well. But I don't think it'll matter to you because you'll love this. You want to accept this. It's like, I really want to be back there. And also it's going to lead to other things if you do this. So I think it'll be absolutely worth you doing this. A couple more things about this. Okay, the first thing is there's a little bit of conflict around this. I think it might have something to do with this person, this love connection you've stepped away from. Yeah, they're not going to be happy about this, I don't think. But yeah, that's why I was getting this so strongly. Focus on what you want. Focus on what you want. This is your home. It's where you want to be. So you've got to focus on what you want or you'll miss this for a second time. You've missed out on this once. You don't want to miss this again. That's what I'm getting for someone. And yeah, look at the Four of Wands. Again, 11, 11. You're moving up now. You're moving up. Look at that arrow. Look at that roof. It's like a red arrow pointing up. That's where you're moving now. You're going forwards. You're not on this endless cycle going around and around anymore with them. You're moving away from that now. So yeah, this opportunity is a big turning point for you. This is exactly what I was getting before. You've got this Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is about a decision, a crossroads. Should I stay? Should I go? So I think that's the turning point that's coming up for you. I think you've got a big decision to make about this relationship. And I think what's going to happen is, if this opportunity comes in for you, it's going to force you to make this decision, because it's like, okay, I want to do this. What am I going to do about this relationship? I can't let all these emotional energies hold me back. I've got to make a decision. What will I do? So you're going to come to that crossroads, I think, at this time, and you're going to be forced to do this. And it's a good thing, actually, because you've gone backwards and forwards, if this is you, in this cycle over and over again. The universe wants you to move forwards now. It's time to do that. You've got 11:11, the doors are opening. This is what the universe wants you to do now. Okay. And yeah, this place, it's not home in terms of the way the world sees your home, but it's a home inside your heart. And look at this Nine of Pentacles down the bottom here. Look at this woman here. She's so content and she's so at home. She feels at home. And it's really interesting because she's had to travel to get to this place of contentment. If you look behind her, just on the horizon, there's a house, and she's left the house behind to get to where she is. So here we are again, traveling to go to where you feel at home, like this woman, very, very content. But before you do that, you've got to make that decision in the Two of Wands there. Should I stay? Should I go? And you've got to make that decision on your own. So that's why you need that time in the Hermit, to get your head together, to really think about what you want as an individual. So that's what I'm getting there. I hope that makes sense for someone. Sometimes I say all these things and I think, oh, does that make sense? Okay. Right, so the first card you've got for your future is this Emperor. Yeah, there's a huge male presence here I'm getting with this Emperor. And also you've got the Two of Wands under this. Sorry, not the Two of Wands, the King of Wands. I've got my head in this Two of Wands here. The King of Wands. So big male presence here. Yeah, I'm literally getting a father here. So it might be your father. It might be a father figure. Yeah, it's someone who should have been a father figure. I'm getting that really clearly. Should have been. They should have been a father figure to you, whoever this is. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of in and out here. So it might be that they came in and out of your life, because if you look at this King of Wands, he's about to get up and go. You can see that here. So I think maybe they came and they left a few times, this father figure, if this is you. Yeah, and if you look at the Emperor, he's really stern, really, really serious. So it looks like maybe, yeah, they left your life. This is what I'm getting. This is someone that left your life a few times. And this is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's like, if you're not here, if you're not going to be here for me, you can't tell me what to do. Who do you think you are? You can't tell me what to do. You know, if you're going to come in and out of my life, you can't come back and tell me what to do. It sounds a bit teenagerish, actually. So teenagerish, I'm trying to say. So maybe this was when you were a teenager or a child, that you came to this revelation, or this realization, I should say, that if you had this parent, this father figure, I'm definitely getting a father, you can see that here. And if they came in and out of your life, they lost the right to tell you what to do, or that's how you saw things. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict here. Yeah, it goes way back. Yeah, childhood, teenager, I'm getting that again. And yeah, they thought they could tell you what to do. And of course, all parents or teachers or anyone who's a relative, anyone who's in charge of a child, of course they can tell them what to do. That's their role. It's to tell them what to do. But if it's not backed up by support and love and kindness on the other side, and you weren't being supported by them properly, and if that's the case, it's imbalanced. You know, if you've got discipline without that love and support on the other side, it's imbalanced. Everything falls down. And if you've got that love and support without any discipline, then it falls down as well. So that's what happened there. I think your relationship fell down because it wasn't working properly. It was imbalanced. So yeah, I think I'm getting this, because if this all resonates with you, I think yeah, I'm getting parallels between that and this relationship with this cycle coming in and out and going backwards and forwards, actually. So yeah, if that's you, it's just something to think about. Maybe you learned, maybe even subconsciously, that people come in and out of your life and that's the way it is and that's normal and you have to pick up the pieces when they come back. So it's not. It's not the way it has to be for you. I just wanted to say that very clearly for someone. Someone needs to hear that message. And yeah, so interesting. So yeah, so with this relationship again, the first thing is you're coming to this crossroads. You're going to have a conversation. You're going to have to decide before this opportunity comes up, if this is you. So yeah, the first thing is make sure you've got that time to yourself. Like this hermit, make sure you're really, really, really clear on what you want as an individual and what you want from them, if that's what you want to do, if you want to go forward. And you don't want crazy things from them. All you want is for them to meet you halfway. You want a full relationship. You don't want a half one. You want all or nothing here. And that's totally reasonable. Don't let them tell you it's not reasonable. It is totally 100% reasonable. And you no more going around and round in circles. You don't want a conversation like that. So if it starts to go around and round in circles, if they start to make the conversation do that again, that's it. I think you'll know where they stand. That'll tell you it's not going to change. And you've moved on from that now. You moved on. You've got the Four of Wands here. You've moved away from that cycle now. And yeah, this conversation, it's a make or break thing that's coming up for you. If this is you, it's going to show you whether they're ready to change or not, and it's going to show you how you feel, whether you're ready to go back or whether you're ready to move forward. Now, I can't tell you how this is going to go. I really can't. I wish I could. If I could, I'd tell you. I can't always see that. A lot of things could happen in this conversation. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but yeah, it's going to be a crossroads. It's going to go one way or the other way. And you can see this here. You've got the King of Wands, so it might go in that direction where you're both ready to stand up and move forward, and there's passion here as well, so it might be positive. Or it might be Six of Swords time to move on totally. But it's going to be make or break. You're going to come to this decision at this time. You're going to have a conversation if this is you, and this is the way you're meant to go. It might be painful. It might be painful. You've got the Six of Swords here. Swords are painful. It's not going to be an easy conversation, but it's a conversation that has to happen if this is you, because you can't keep on going round and round in circles. The universe doesn't want you to be stuck there. The universe wants you to go and move forward and move into you. Move into where you want to be. Moving into the Nine of Pentacles, that place that you want to be in.